Well, hey there. Welcome to the Movie Review Mom YouTube channel. If you just now discovered my channel, yay, you found me finally. I've been waiting for you. And if you're a returning subscriber, yay, thank you so much for your support. You know I appreciate it. And I always read every comment, so keep those comments coming down below. So for you newbies, my goal is to give you the heads up on filmmaking quality and content so that you can make the best decision as you can, whether or not you want to spend time or money or both watching a specific film. So today, the specific film I'm reviewing is called The Burial. This dramatic legal drama opened in theaters on October 6, 2023, and will already be available on Amazon Prime Video on October 13th. 2023. So yay, glad we don't have to wait that long. So the movie is rated R and it's 2 hours and 6 minutes long. My overall movie review mom grade is, drumroll, an A-. I thought it was really well done. So I'm going to give you an overview in a nutshell, and then I'm going to point out things I liked, things I did not like, tips for parents, themes worth talking about, funny lines, interesting lines, if there are any, and recommendations for some other films that are similar that I think you'll also really like if you like this one. All right, so let's dive in. In a nutshell, the David versus Goliath story is loosely based on the 1999 case that was featured in an article in the famous The New Yorker, written by Jonathan Harr. It's about a lawyer who helps a funeral homeowner save his family business from a corporate behemoth, exposing a complex web of race, power, greed, and injustice. The film was written and directed by Maggie Betts, with writing help from Doug Wright and Jonathan Harr, who was the author of that original article. I'll tell you more about him in just a second. So the list of things that I like is long. First of all, the cast is fantastic and features 2 Academy Award winners, Tommy Lee Jones and Jamie Foxx. They do not disappoint. They never do, right? The rest of the talented cast includes Journey Smollett, Mamadou Athie, Pamela Reed, Bill Camp, Alan Ruck, and Amanda Warren. And like I said, they all did a really great job. Fans of John Grisham novels, I think, will get a really big kick out of this courtroom drama. It feels kind of like a John Grisham movie, honestly. And I'm kind of surprised he didn't write it. And I'm a big fan of his, by the way. So that's why I guess I'm comparing the two. The film premiered at the Toronto International Film Festival to thrilled audiences. The story is about Jeremiah Joseph, a real guy who stood up to the corrupt company called the Lowen Group. Now, Jamie Foxx's character is Willie E. Gary. He was a flamboyant attorney who was actually featured on the popular TV show called Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. Did you ever watch that? I did when I was growing up, and I was fascinated with those people. So this guy in real life went on to fight other big corporations and earned the nickname the Giant Killer. Happily, there is some subtle humor throughout the drama. And in fact, it's really one of the highlights of the film. Now, it's not a comedy for sure, but there's enough to keep you laughing and giggling throughout all of the serious drama. And a lot of the lines are spoken almost tongue in cheek, knowing that the audience is going to get a kick out of it. The movie has heart and surprising and deep insights, I think, into society in general. The musical score by composer Michael Abels provides the perfect mood for each scene. So well done there. Keep watching during the final rolling credits to see the endnotes on what happened to all of the people in real life after the events that we are shown in the movie. And I think that's always so interesting to learn. Now, with all of that praise, there were really just a couple of things that I didn't like or thought could have been done differently. For example, if you don't like courtroom dramas, then this movie is probably not for you. And because of that, I think kids are going to be bored out of their minds, and some adults too, who just don't really get into that. The movie itself is a little slow moving. Act one is fun as you're getting to know all of these crazy personalities, and the characters are very well defined. And then in Act two, we kind of get in the slog of the court case. There are a lot of courtroom scenes. And so some people might be going like, okay, let's get on with it. And then Act three, of course, more courtroom drama. And then finally everything rolls up and has a really fun ending. Well, I don't know, fun, but a satisfying ending. So let me give you some tips for parents. In addition to the fact that I think kids are going to be extremely bored, it's a adult talking movie. There is talk of the Ku Klux Klan, and there is a little bit of profanity. Other than that, there's not a ton of objectionable material or anything super inappropriate. Some of the themes that are illustrated very well are law and justice, contracts, and that's really what the whole court case is about. It's not a murder trial or anything like that. It's a contract trial. And so I think for that reason, some people might be a little bit bored too. Some legalese and that kind of stuff. Other themes are integrity in business and personal character and just personal integrity, race and civil rights, economic class, and certainly corporate greed and individual greed. Now, when I watch movies, I always take notes on all of the details, but I also like to write down the funny lines and the interesting lines. Now, I didn't write down anything funny, even though I mentioned there is some humor. Part of it is situational humor, but there was some. As I looked over my notes, I realized I hadn't written down anything, but I did write an interesting line. And you can see all of this on my written review at moviereviewmom.com. Anyway, it's the wife of this funeral owner. He owns several funeral homes. And on the one side, I kind of was frustrated that he was calling all the shots and making the business decisions, and she kind of was left wondering what was he doing. And she threw in her 2 cents. But then again, that was also the time when women, did kind of take a second role in business decisions and that kind of thing. And there are certain sexist and not feminist, but racist comments representing that time in Mississippi. And anyway, her husband is telling her what's going on and what he thinks he should do. And she disagrees in some things, but she supports him and trusts him. And he's kind of apologizing to her saying, oh, I don't know, this might have been a terrible mistake. I don't know if I should have gotten involved in all of this. And, they're saying bad things about me and my motives and my integrity. And she says, you don't have to apologize to me. I know who you are. And I thought that that was really sweet and powerful that, especially in court cases, everybody's slinging mud. And, because these characters are new to us, we're not sure necessarily of what everybody's true intentions are. And if people are on the up and up, or if they're making up things about one another. But it was very sweet to see her 100% support him because she knew he was a good man. And the whole time in the movie, he just says, I want to leave a legacy to my children. I want to leave some money, something. So that's why I'm working so hard. And he was in his 70s and hadn't retired because he really wanted that for his children. And so I don't want to give you any spoilers on how it ended up, but I think you'll get a kick out of it. So let me give you some recommendations for 3 movies that I instantly thought of while I was watching this movie. The first one also stars Jamie Foxx and came out not too long ago. It's called Just Mercy. Fantastic acting in that one as well. Some courtroom drama for sure. Another one is called A Civil Action. Now, this one was also a film that was based on the writings of Jonathan Harr. And in this movie, it stars John Travolta. And also a very well done movie. Also, lots of courtroom scenes. So if you like that and you haven't seen that movie, I highly recommend that. And then another good classic is Erin Brockovich with Julia Roberts. And you see some courtroom scenes, but I would say is more time spent in that movie getting to know the characters and watching her interview the people involved with the class action lawsuit and, you know, all of that kind of stuff. But that's a really fun movie to root for. And there's a lot of humor, subtle humor in that one as well. Anyway, I recommend all three of those and hope you enjoy them. So if you enjoy this movie, comment down below. Let me know what you think. And comment over on Instagram. You can find me as Movie Review Mom, but you can also find me as Trina Boice, where you can see a little bit about my books and my online courses and some of the other things that I do. And when you get a minute, run over to Facebook. I've got a group called Movie Review Mom, where we share funny memes and talk about movies, of course. Have a fantastic day, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye for now.